Hello, I am Dr. J, and in this video, I would uh, I would tell you about difference between formal and informal letters. This is especially for IELTS Task 1 general training and in general for any English learner. And this is complete essay letter writing course. You can see this is my channel Learn with Dr. J, and this is playlist of my channel. So open playlist of my channel, you would see complete courses there. This is essay writing course, 50 to 54 videos, grammar course that is very useful for your all of your modules, 50 videos, and vocabulary course, 73 videos. And now I am recording task 1 general training. This is an overview of my course. First of all I would give you an overview of the course, then of the task 1 general training task 1. Then I would tell you about band descriptors, types of letters, how to write formal, informal, and semi-formal letters, then top tips, top 10 tips, phrasal verbs, contractions, then useful language for each type of letter, complaint, inquiry, each type of S. Then I would write 12 model letters in my course. And so open playlist of my channel and watch complete course in order. Link is given below in the description box. The main difference between formal, semi-formal, and informal letter is the tone of your letter. Tone mean, for example, if you are calling to a bank manager, you would talk formal language. Okay, and when you are calling to your friend, you would how are you, what are you doing, you would like in this way, you would talk in this way. So this is the difference. This is the tone of your language. In your writing, this is also depends on your tone. With friends, you would write in formal language, like what you talk about them, talk with them in each day in daily language. So with the formal letters, you would write a formal letter. Remember, tone is very important in your letters, IELTS letters. This is one of the most common errors that students make in task 1 of general training. Also, your tone should be consistent throughout your letter. For example, some students start where they have their plan that I am going to write an informal letter. So they start the letter with informal tone. For example, with chit chat, and the first body paragraph or introduction is very good, is informal. Then when they are concentrated in their writing, then they write formal words and formal sentences. So they are not consistent throughout their letter. This is why it is very important to be consistent throughout your letters. The tone should be consistent, whether formal, informal, or semi-formal. Tone means that the way you speak or write to the reader. For example, you are writing, as I have told you, if you are writing to a bank manager, a shop manager, or a company manager, you would write a formal language with respect and formal. But when you are writing to your friend, you would just like an informal way, like you speak in everyday with your friends. In formal and semi-formal letters, your tone should be professional and of respect. In formal, a bit more advanced, and in semi-formal, a bit less. But your tone should be professional and of respect. Don't become frank or informal. Don't use informal language. Keep it professional in formal or semi-formal letters. Don't use contractions. Write it down. Don't use contractions. Use complete name of the reader and yours also. Complete of reader in the start and yours at the end. Write complete names. Use formal expressions. use formal expressions, use tone of politeness. Regarding names, you would write your complete name at the end, but with the name of the reader, you would write Mr. Smith. You would not write Mr. Smith and then his surnames and other names also, but you would write Mr., Miss, and these kind of dear Mr. and their name is in this way. I will teach you in detail, don't worry. And your tone should be of politeness in formal or semi-formal letters. And in formal letters, your tone should be friendly and frank. It is just like you are talking to your friend in your real life. Here you use contractions. I am, I would, I shouldn't, couldn't, something like that. Can't. There is a complete video on contraction. I would upload in this course also. There is a complete video on contraction in my grammar course and about these contractions, and I would also upload about phrasal verbs also. Similarly, in formal letters, use formal or academic language. Your vocabulary, your sentences should be long, your vocabulary should be academic. Use formal language. And in formal letters, use easy, common and daily life words. Don't use difficult words or academic words, or many students want to show high level vocabulary to the examiner. This is not the way you can get higher scores. Don't use high level academic language in your informal letter. Please subscribe to my channel. Look at the description box for updates and links to my Facebook group. Like and comment to encourage me. Share with other students to help them. Press bell icon and subscribe to my channel to get more free courses on vocabulary, grammar, writing, speaking, listening and reading also. Vocabulary and grammar courses are already in, essay writing courses are already there. Now I am recording task 1. So I would also upload more videos on each module. Types of sentences. What types of sentences you should write in each letter. In formal letters, you write complex sentences, and you use formal connecting word, however, moreover, furthermore, something like that. You can use in formal letters, but in informal letters, here you can use also compound letters and some simple sentences also. But in formal letters, try to use simple or compound sentences. Don't use formal or academic connecting words like moreover, however, these kind of things. There is no need to write address and date in IELTS letters. You should start from dear and then name and then purpose. Decide carefully whether your letter is formal, informal and or semi-formal. So in your planning, you should know about this, what kind of language you are going to write. A general organization of letters. First of all, you would write greeting. It is different for different letters. For semi-formal, formal and informal letters, greeting is like dear sir or madam, dear John for your friend. Then you would put a comma. Then you would start your introduction. Introduction is very important, where you would state your purpose of your letter, what you want the reader to say. State purpose of your letter. If the letter is informal, you should first write some chit chat. Hello friend, how are you? How is your family? How you are doing? Something like that. Since a long time since ages I have not seen your letter, not talked to, something like that. Is like in your real life when you have conversation with your friend. Then you would write body paragraph 1. In body paragraph 1, you would answer bullet point 1. If your first question is about purpose, then it is already discussed in the introduction. So start second bullet point. In body paragraph 2, you would write bullet point 2 if it is not discussed already. And in body paragraph 3, you would write the bullet point number 3. Remember, if two bullet points, two questions, two bullet points are the three questions that are asked at the end of the letter, are closely linked to each other, you can join them in one body paragraph. Then sign off or closing salutation. Write a closing sentence, then sign off according to the type of sentence. For example, if you are writing to your any bank manager that you don't know, you write yours faithfully. If you know, you are sincerely, something like that, and then your name. This is called closing and salutation. And at the before that, you would write, I can look forward to. I will teach you in detail. There is no strict rule regarding writing 3 bullet points in order. For example, first you would write bullet point first, then second, and then the third in order. There is no strict rule in IELTS to write them in order. You can change the order, but usually, but mostly, they are given in chronological order, and this is the natural order. And so order is important. You should write in sequence. I would advise you to write in order. But if you see any letter that you are most natural to write in different order, you can change the order. Writing the purpose in the introduction is very, very important. It should give the reader an overview of the letter. In formal letters, you would first write name. In formal letters, if the name of the reader is unknown, you don't know, for example, write a letter to bank manager, write a letter to company manager, something like that. If you don't know the name of the reader, then you would start it with dear sir or madam, then comma, or dear sir, then slash, and madam, then comma. You can start in this way. And if you know the name of the person, then you would write dear Mr. some and the name of the person. Remember, for abbreviations like Dr., Mr., Miss, we might use dot, doctor and then dot, Mr. then dot, Miss then dot, MRS, Miss then dot. You can write them without dot also. Both are correct, but without dot, without full stop, or without dot, it is more common nowadays in modern language. With informal letters, you would not write dear Mr. John. So he is your friend. If you say dear Mr. John, and then it is you are writing in a formal way, this is your tone would not be consistent from the start. So when you are writing to your friend, hey John, hey friend, hello John, hey John, something like that you can write. And only write first name of your friend. Ending is very important. For formal letters, the ending of reader, when you know the name of reader, when you don't know name, you would write yours faithfully, dear sir or madam, then yours faithfully. And when in formal letters you know the name, dear Mr. Smith, dear Mr. John, comma, that is the starting, and you would end with yours sincerely. Remember, after yours, the second word, the first one would be capital and the second one would be in small. S would be small, F would be small, best regards, R would be small, something like that. In semi-formal, your greetings start and end would be similar to formal letters. And the end you can close with yours sincerely, and you can also write kind regards. Kind regards is a bit more that we can use with each semi-formal letter. I mostly use this one, kind regards, best regards, something like that. In formals, you can end with instead of saying yours sincerely, yours faithfully, if you write yours sincerely, yours faithfully, In informal letters, when you are writing to your friend, then you would lose marks because you are not consistent with your tone. You can write lots of love, best wishes, see you soon, warm wishes, best regards, something like that you can write. Sorry. Ending name. In informal or semi-formal letters, you would write your complete name, John Andrew, uh, John Smith, and something like that. You would write your complete name. And in informal letters, you would only write your surname, John Smith, something like that. Extend. How to extend your bullet points? You should give reason how to extend each bullet point in your letter. You should extend it sufficiently. You should give reason. You should state your purpose, what you want to say, what is the reason behind this, give some background information, show some results, what if you do this then what would be happen, something like that. Give something in return if the letter is regarding this. If you are sending any request, offer some compensation, give some suggestion. So there are different ways to extend bullet points. After watching my complete letter writing course, you would be able to write very good letters, but remember, you should get feedback from any true IELTS expert. I would start my correction service in the last 6 months of 2021 also. I am busy nowadays. I would work together with an IELTS expert from UK, a native English teacher, to provide you advanced, comprehensive and cheap writing correction service. This is my Facebook ID, and also join my Facebook groups to for any updates. Subscribe to my channel, look at the description box for updates and links to my Facebook groups, like and comment to encourage me, share with other students to help them. Press bell icon and subscribe to get more free courses on vocabulary, grammar, writing, speaking, listening and reading also. My vocabulary, grammar and essay writing courses are already on my channel. So subscribe to get more free courses on all of these modules. Thank you very much.